Right, I'm going to show you how to do, for me, probably one of my favourite dishes is cycling fuel. It's a Moroccan-style tagine. Now, tagine is a traditional dish, and I've got a bit of a twist on this one. It's actually really, really simple to do. We've got some very basic ingredients. We've got some tinned tomatoes, some chickpeas. These, again, really good quality, low-cost options, great form of protein. Got some fresh tomatoes chopped up. Moroccan spices as well. This is a really good brand. This is just a Schwartz Moroccan blend. It's really well balanced. And then we've got some fresh vegetables. I've got different types of peppers, some onions. Now, this dish is traditionally really, really slowly cooked, so it's perfect again for those types of dishes you want to put on and forget about. We're going to cook this dish in about 90 minutes. It could be speeded up quite quickly. You could cook over a slightly higher heat, and it can be done in about 30 minutes. Alternatively, just turn the temperature down. So it's a slow cooked dish using chickpeas, tomatoes, Moroccan spices and peppers. Now, this dish is perfect for vegetarians. You can add chicken to it, or you can add lamb, any cut of meat that you want really, if you're taking into account the slow cooking process. So today I'm going to start off with a vegetarian base, then add chicken to it. First thing I'm going to do is actually chop up the peppers and the onions, and then I'm going to start the cooking process by just gently cooking them down in a pan. Then I'm going to transfer them to the slow cooker. It's going to help release the flavours. The starches turn to sugars. They're actually a lot more easy to digest, and you get more flavour. Diced up the onions and the peppers, sort of this size. We're then going to start it off, touch of olive oil into a pan. Okay, then we're going to add the peppers and the onions. I'm going to cook those off for 2 to 3 minutes, making a sort of nice family size portion. So I'm using a couple of tins of chickpeas, again just strain the liquid off them, and a couple of tins of chopped tomatoes. Right, the peppers and the onions now, they've been cooking for 2 to 3 minutes, sort of over a medium heat, just softening them ever so slightly. So what we're going to do now is actually add some of the Moroccan spice. So you want about 3 to 4 teaspoons of the Moroccan spice in here. Today I'm going to actually add chicken. This is something that I prefer to put into it, but if you want to keep it as a vegetarian dish. Okay, so what I've done is I've chopped the chicken up with the scissors, put that in with the peppers and the onions. Again, just keep the cooking process going. Touch of pepper into there. Seasoning is really important with food. It's something that most people don't really understand how to do properly, and that's why food quite often tastes a lot better in a restaurant, because it's seasoned properly. Okay, so good pinch of salt, pepper into there. Then the next stage, again, is quite important. We're going to add the spices and we're going to cook them out. You could end up with an upset stomach if you don't cook out spices. So again, common mistake would be to add curry powder or any spice to meat or vegetables or fish, and you don't cook it out. That can be quite harsh, quite difficult to digest. So key stages: chop up onions and peppers, cook them over in olive oil 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm adding chicken today, going to cook the chicken out again for 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm going to add some Moroccan spice. Now just remember, it's easier to add more spice, it's bloody difficult to take it out. You can always add more. Okay, and then we're just going to cook this over again. So it's the chicken, Moroccan spice, onions, peppers, all cooking there really nicely. We're then going to add chopped tomatoes and chickpeas. And then another little trick, I'm going to take then 1 tin, empty tin, touch of water, put it in with a mixture. So the sauce to cook it in is going to be a mixture of chickpeas, tomatoes and water. This is all going to then just cook down really gently. The key to freshness with this type of dish though is actually understanding when to add the herbs. The herbs, which I refer to as hard herbs, rosemary, thyme, bay leaf, they all go in at the start of the cooking process. Soft herbs, they go in at the very, very end. So you can cook this nice and slowly while you're out on your bike. The mix of herbs that we're going to add to the tagine is going to be mint, coriander and parsley, all last minute. Okay, so the chicken has been cooking with the onion and the peppers now. It's been there for probably about 5-6 minutes in total. What I do now is transfer this all to the slow cooker. Okay, so all these goodies into the slow cooker. Then to that, I'm going to add 2 tins of the chopped tomatoes, 2 tins of chickpeas, and then I'm going to add some water in this tin, pour it into there. Okay, touch more seasoning into here. Then the lid goes on and we'll set that for 90 minutes. Then we'll finish off with a soft herb. The other beauty about this dish is it's actually really good 2 or 3 days after. So if you make a batch of it up and perish the thought you've got some left, it's really good to have in the fridge. Then when you get in from a ride, really great for a lunch or a really simple supper. So time's come to just finish off the tagine by adding the fresh herbs. Just be careful of any steam. And then loads of herbs into there last minute. This looks like a ridiculous amount of herbs, but trust me, you need this amount in there. So you've got here this beautiful aromatic mixture. It's absolutely stunning. Best way of serving this, big bowl of couscous, rice, quinoa, scoop out of here with a lovely ladle and enjoy.